DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Peñano with today's DFA Online. The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, is coordinating with the armed forces of the Philippines following a reported confrontation at Ayungin Shoal involving the China Coast Guard. The DFA said the safety of Filipino troops stationed aboard the BRP Sierra Madre remains a top priority and warned that any act of violence against Filipino personnel is unacceptable and will prompt appropriate diplomatic action. The AFP reported that China Coast Guard personnel allegedly struck a Philippine Navy sailor with a wooden baton during an incident while Filipino troops were carrying out a lawful mission, leaving the sailor injured. The military condemned the incident, saying it endangered the lives of Filipino personnel and vowed to continue its lawful presence at Ayungin Shoal while calling on China to stop its coercive actions in the West Philippine Sea.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In our news, Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa Lazaro has called for stronger regional unity as Southeast Asia faces growing global security challenges. Speaking at the Southeast Asian Nuclear Weapon Free Zone, or SEANWFZ, Commission meeting, Lazaro said the region must remain committed to keeping Southeast Asia free from nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction. She warned that weakening global disarmament efforts and rising mistrust threaten decades of progress in nuclear non-proliferation, especially after the recent Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty Review Conference ended without an agreement. Lazaro also urged continued efforts to encourage nuclear weapon states to join the SEANWFZ protocol and reaffirmed ASEAN's commitment to preserving peace, security, and stability in the region.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the DFA. Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa Lazaro has reaffirmed the Philippines' commitment to an ASEAN-led approach in promoting and protecting human rights across the region. Speaking during the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting with the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights, or AICHR, Lazaro welcomed the implementation of the Commission's 5-year work plan for 2026 to 2030. She also praised the adoption of ASEAN declarations on the right to health, a sustainable environment, and the right to development, expressing hope that these commitments will lead to concrete benefits for the people of Southeast Asia. Lazaro added that strengthening AICHR and protecting the rights of vulnerable sectors remain key priorities under the Philippines ASEAN Chairship theme, Navigating Our Future Together.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And news from the Philippine Service Post, the Philippines has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening regional cooperation after chairing the retreat of the East Asia Summit ambassadors to ASEAN. Philippine Ambassador to ASEAN Evangeline Ong Jimenez Lucroc led the discussions on the future of the East Asia Summit amid a rapidly changing geopolitical environment. Participants emphasized the importance of keeping the summit as the region's premier forum for strategic dialogue while expanding cooperation on maritime security, energy and food security, disaster resilience, digital transformation, and emerging challenges such as online scams. The meeting also echoed the Philippines ASEAN Chairship theme, Navigating Our Future Together, with a renewed commitment to promoting peace, stability, and regional cooperation.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And that wraps up today's DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Peñano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.